friends, it's Holly from Dandelion Stitches, and today we're going to make some bows. We're on that time of year where wrapping packages is going to be a part of life, and maybe you want something just a little more zhuzhed up than your basic peel and stick bow. Not that there's a problem with this bow, I intend to use it, but just in case you want something a little more, we're going to do 2 bows. Goodbye, that bow. Hello, this bow. Okay. This box just happened to have these pieces of ribbon sticking out that made it the perfect place to demonstrate this bow. This is your basic horizontal bow. This will make a perfect horizontal bow every time. So the key here, the trick is right. Every step is going to be right first. So, right over left, make a knot, pull it tight. Take your right side, make a loop, left, over the loop, push it through the bottom. Perfect bow. Let's do it again. Right, over left, pull it tight. Now, I have ribbon here that's glossy on one side and not on the other. So I want to be sure that my glossy side is up. So as I make my loop, taking the right-hand side, making my loop, I'm making sure that the glossy side is up. Then as I take the left side and I bring it over, I make sure the glossy side is down. So as I move it over, you can see that this is the not glossy part. Okay, then you just push it through as you would do any kind of bow, making sure the glossy part is out. And there it is. There is the bow. Perfect every time. Okay, now we're going to make a little more zhuzhed up bow. This bow is perfect for wreaths. It's good for packages. Any place that you want a bow that's got a little more something going on. So we need some ribbon. I'm getting a little low on ribbon here, but I think we'll have enough to do what we need. It does not matter how wide your ribbon is. I prefer to use wired ribbon because it helps the loops kind of keep their body, but you don't have to. You can do it any way that works. You can use one kind of ribbon. You can use 2 kinds of ribbon. You can use 3 kinds of ribbon. You can add it all on and make one big crazy bow. But for this, I'm going to just use 1. You also need florist wire. I believe this is 28 gauge, 26 gauge, 26 gauge. Florist wire. You need wire that's got a little heft to it. You can always double it if you have like super skinny wire, but this is the better wire. And I don't even measure. You just take a chunk, maybe 2 feet, maybe, I don't know. It's not going to really matter in the end. These are my like utility scissors, so no worries that I'm wrecking some scissors here. So we have got our wire and set it aside, but don't lose it. If you're working on a table, I inevitably end up with it on the floor. So we're going to decide how much tail we're interested in first. So I'm going to say maybe that much tail. So then this is where we're going to want to start the bow. So we're going to squish it together here and then make your first loop. You make it however big and small you want. It depends on the size of what you're putting it on. This is a pretty good, correct, I would say, bow that would fit most things. But you can make them bigger, smaller. Okay. Then you take the other side and you turn it and you bring it back to the middle and then you squish it all in there. So it's just all squished in there, and you're holding it with your thumb, your index finger, and then I have my middle finger pushed up underneath. So you've got a pretty secure space to keep putting on your loops. So then you take your next loop, twist it, stick it back in there with its friends. Okay. Same side, or other side, twist it, stick it on in there. I generally do odd numbers because I think they're more interesting. Don't know why. Somebody told me that once. So then we're going to twist it. And you can see the ribbon's going crazy. It's kind of annoying, but that's just kind of what it does. Did I already twist it? Okay. Bring it in. Other side, twist. Bring it in. If at any point you want to change ribbons, you would just get that ribbon out and lay it here and just start it in with another color. Okay, where am I? Okay, I'm twisting. This is 4. Okay, I'm kind of losing my grip here, so I get my finger under there. All right. While you are holding this gets kind of unhappy, but you just got to power your way on through. Okay, ribbon. Enough. Do you think? There we go. Okay. We have twisted. Okay, this is 5. Twist. Twist. Okay, there's 5. So we're just going to cut off the end there. So now we've got 5 loops on this side. We have 5 loops on this side. We're still hanging on in the middle here. We're going to take your wire. You're going to lay it right where your fingers are holding it. Don't let go. Just kind of maneuver it with as many fingers as it takes to get the wire wrapped around till it's round to the other side, to the bottom of the bow. And then you got it on the bottom, and then you flip it over. Okay, so now we're at the middle. We've got all these bow loops. We've got 2 things of wire sticking up. You're going to take your index finger and push it down against the bow. So my finger's against the bow, and I'm holding the ribbon or the wires in my hands up here. And then I'm going to take the bow and twist the bow, not the wire, twist the bow. Keep your finger down on top of the bow and twist it. Maybe 3 times. Doing that, it tightens the wire up against the bow, not just tightening the wire. It just creates a tighter bow. So then I go back and I kind of zhuzh up the hoop loops here, sort of get my tails going. I like to have one tail sort of floating up at the top and one tail kind of coming out the other side, but you can maneuver them however you like them. You can even add tails to the back. It's completely up to you. So there's that. Pretty good. Okay, so we're going to take the tail. I fold it in half. And I cut down. So you get this little V thing. And there you go. You got a bow. And these wires will attach it to whatever. Oh, see, I don't think that's not tight enough. I didn't do it enough times. We're going to go back and do it again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's better. That's better. It's all a process. There we go. I hope this helped you in any way during this holiday season or any other time that you need a bow. Thanks for watching. Bye.